held up 5 fingers saying I was giving Grandpa 5 trillion. At first my uncles thought I was just joking, but I kept a serious face and said, as long as they supported candidate number 3, the future return would be worth more than 5 trillion. That froze the smiles on their faces, because Dad had just asked them for their opinion. But they were choosing between candidate 1 or 2. In the end, Dad kicked them all out of the room. My oldest uncle said candidate 3 had always been at the bottom in the polls. He said there was no way he could win, but I said we could profit as the bystander. That instantly excited Grandpa in the room, because that was also what he predicted with his experience. But none of his children had that kind of vision, and now I spotted it easily. I even said the first 2 candidates would start fighting each other soon. Then I said my gift had been delivered. Whether they believed it or not was up to them. But what no one expected was, right after I left, the butler rushed in and told them to turn on the TV. And when they turned it on, they saw the first 2 candidates fighting each other. Everyone was instantly shocked, and Grandpa in the back room just stared at the screen in silence. Meanwhile, as I was about to leave, the butler stopped me, and all of this was exactly what I expected. Because with memories from my past life, I already knew everything about the future, and for the first time, Grandpa and I sat face to face. Grandpa first asked why I chose candidate 3, and I tried to play it off using my experience running for class leader. But Grandpa could see through that weak excuse instantly. He said he'd test me on the spot. If I answered right, I'd get a big reward. He said when 2 big fish fight, the one who wins is always the small fish watching. And he asked how that small fish could stand out. That question completely stumped me. For the next few days, I kept researching, until I saw the cover of a semiconductor magazine. And suddenly everything clicked. The big fish Grandpa mentioned were the 2 countries dominating the semiconductor industry. Grandpa was the small fish trying to stand out. At that moment, I understood what the question really meant. And with the memories of my past life, finding the answer was incredibly easy. So I called Grandpa's house. But Grandma said he was flying overseas for business, and wouldn't return until October 29th. That date terrified me, because in my past life, Grandpa died in a plane crash on October 29th. Without thinking, I rushed to a public phone booth to call the police, hoping they could cancel the flight. But the operator heard a kid's voice, and thought it was a prank and hung up. I had no choice but to ask Grandma for Grandpa's assistant's number, so I could warn him, and told him to make sure Grandpa got the message. But to my shock, the assistant tore up the note right after hanging up, and to avoid being blamed for messing up, he hid my call completely. The next day we saw the news of the crash, and when the crew confirmed Grandpa's name on the passenger list, the whole family fell into grief. I was heartbroken that I couldn't change the past, but just then, a familiar figure suddenly walked through the door.